Chat team, what's up? We're here with another hot tip from Sean from Agvance. We're going to be talking about feed allocation and walking lengths along our laneways. So we've got a huge farm, eh? Our longest walk's about 2.1 k, which is probably bugger all for those of us that are up north.
Yep.
And we are milking, we get our cows in the morning at about 4 o'clock, 4:30 cups on, afternoon about 1:30 cups on at about 2:15. What advice can you give us around managing our heat stress with walking distances?
Sure.
Yeah,
so the big thing is identifying when the heat is in the day, which is relatively easy. It's generally the afternoon. So when the cows are walking, so obviously the second milking, your afternoon milking, you want to try and keep your walking distance as short as possible. So having the cows a little bit closer can be quite useful, because obviously they use a lot more energy when it's hot, and it knocks the appetite more too if they're heating up, being in the yard and then having to do a big long walk back to the paddock. So it's going to be longer before they're cool enough to actually really get into eating that grass. And then obviously your mornings, you'd have your longer walks in the mornings, and you'd try and allocate more feed in those cooler periods as well. It's tricky because in the afternoon, once you hit about 5 or 6 o'clock, you won't have really good feed allocation then. And then obviously first thing in the morning, 6 o'clock or whatever, when it's nice and cool, good feed allocation then as well.
Okay, so just to give you a bit of a practical on-farm understanding of the feed allocation side of it, guys. So if you can think of, like, you've got a 24-hour period within the day, and your cows, say for us, for example, our cows, we finish milking at 5 o'clock. So cows are in the paddock from 5 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. Right, so you've got 11 hours there. They go to the cow shed. If we've got, say, a 7 or 8 hour milking, the remainder of that time is time out in the paddock. So if we're finishing milking at 8 o'clock in the morning and cows are coming out of the paddock at 2, what's that, 6 hours. So you've got 6 hours in the day. So 6 hours in the day to consume the day feed, 11 hours at night to consume the night feed, which is about a quarter or a third. Be about nearly a third there. So a lot of people cut their feeds in half, and they'll go half the feed in the day, half at night.
12-hour breaks.
And if you're putting that time restriction for them to eat that feed, as well as the heat restriction on them eating that feed and consuming it, you've got a double whammy there, haven't we? Yeah,
that's exactly right. Probably the biggest, the easiest way to look at it is always look at the time of day and then look at where the feed allocation is. So and try and be flexible. So if it's a stinking hot day and what is it now, about 3 o'clock-ish, you wouldn't go and give them a fresh break now, because they're probably just going to go stand in it and not really do anything. Whereas 6 o'clock tonight, when it's cool, you might actually go and give them a real nice big fresh break and put a trailer of palm kernel or something extra out in there, so that they'll eat that through the night.
Motivate them.
Yeah, exactly. And in the morning, you might give them a nice fresh break, but not a huge break. And with the idea that they'll do a little bit of cleaning up during the day when it's hot, and then they get a nice big break at night. So just being flexible. The worst thing you can ever do when there's heat stress around is give them a fresh break in the morning and say, oh, they didn't clean it up during the day, so we just put them back in at night and make them clean it up, get that residual down. And then at night, when they're flat out wanting to eat, they're eating rubbish. Basically, they're cleaning up, and you'll see your milk production will just crash.
It's a bit of a hairy-fairy on that one, because you got farmers saying, oh, your cows get into bad habits and they don't want to eat then, but it's actually just the heat. Like, cows are like humans, guys. They fluctuate in attitude all the time. Like, if you want to see someone who's sluggish and is unmotivated and doesn't want to do anything, sit them in the sun for 3 hours and try and get them to go and do something at the gym. They will not want to do bugger all. They'll literally just be like, oh, I don't want to do anything, because you're knackered. Hey.
You don't want to eat, you don't want to do anything. Maybe sleep.
Just sit and sleep.
Unless you can get in the pool.
Exactly. Which they can go to the shed and jump onto the sprinklers.
Well, that's right.
So awesome to see that it's literally the same as humans, isn't it? Really.
Yep, definitely. And I guess it's thinking, okay, well, what's going to work best for the cows, and trying a few things and watching your milk dockets, and the cows will tell you pretty quick if you got it right.
That's the funnest thing about farming, mate, is just there's no book. There's no book on how to do anything. You literally, I've been farming 16, 17 years now. 17 years have been looking after cows, you know, while my boss was away when I first started. And even now, I can't tell the grazing plan for the next week because who knows what the weather's going to do. And
Yep.
you got to fluctuate. You might be fluctuating with wind and rain, but also with hot weather like this and bloody heat stress.
Yep. It's good fun though. You know, you
keeps on
can,
the pins, mate.
yeah, and you can be creative. You know, you
Yeah.
can change something and see the results straight away or within a day, which is
Yep.
pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, team, hope you guys like that one. That's probably one of our most entertaining and enjoyable ones to host with our quick tips around managing heat stress. So look forward to seeing you guys next week. Ciao.